just leaving the elevator. Had them load me 4,500 pounds of corn. Had my phone set up to take the video. Didn't hit record. Gotta love it. Anyways, so here we are, leaving Caledonia Farmers Elevator. That's the elevator next to me, and I kind of wanted to run through this real quick. We just picked up 4,500 pounds of corn. If anybody watched my short this morning, I said, hey, get yourself a gravity wagon. It's the cheapest way you can buy corn. So, on our way home, we're going to talk about this real quick, because people waste a lot of money buying corn by the bag. And I know a lot of big producers, you know, they know this already, but like some of the small people don't. Really, like, all you got to do is get yourself a gravity wagon, get a good tarp over the top of it, and save a ton of money. So today we bought 4,500 pounds of corn. We spent $596 on that corn, okay? So, I went to Tractor Supply the other day and I looked at what their bag of corn is. So a 50-pound bag of corn at Tractor Supply is $12.49. Now granted, I know you can buy it a little bit cheaper here at the elevator. It's like $9.99, but I wanted to use Tractor Supply because there's so many people that buy it from Tractor Supply. So if you bought 4,500 pounds of corn from Tractor Supply at $12.49, you would spend $1,124 on that corn. Whereas, like I said, I just spent $572. This trip right here, I saved $600 over buying all that corn at Tractor Supply. If you need this gravity wagon I bought, I think it was like $350. If anybody's thinking about it, I mean, even if you're only going to buy 1,000 pounds at a time, you don't have to buy 4,500 pounds at a time. Buy 1,000 pounds at a time. It saves you a ton of money buying corn this way. So anyway, that's my tip for the day. What else we got going on? We're going to go buy a couple of cows today. We get everybody fed. Just a bunch of kind of a random bag of stuff today. So come on along. Let's get her done. These guys are hilarious. They know when I'm bringing home a new gravity wagon of corn. It's not like they didn't get corn this morning, but they want this corn. So while we get feed figured out here, I'm going to talk about feed a little bit. Probably one of the most common questions I get is, what do you feed your cows? How much should I feed my cows? And I'm going to tell you, I have no clue. I am not the person to ask for this. There are nutritionalists that can tell you a whole lot better. I've talked to a few of them. This is kind of where I'm at. It all depends on what you've got available to you. I have hay and I have corn, so that's what I use. So what I do is my steers and my cows live together until my steers are about 4 months away from being processed. I move them at that point in time into what I call the finishing pen. So when my steers and my cows are living together, they've got free choice hay, as much hay as they want to eat. And I also give them 1 scoop of corn per head per day. That scoop of corn is about 3 to 4 pounds. Let's just call it 4. It's pretty close to 4 pounds. So they're 4 pounds of corn a day per head and as much hay as they want. That would be cows, calves, and any of the steers just before 4 months before processing. Four months before they go to processing, I move them to what I call my finishing pen. And my finishing pen, I change their feed again. Once again, they still get free choice hay, as much hay as they want to eat. But I bump their corn up to 15 pounds per head per day. Hey, big guy. So that's really it. I do trace mineral supplement. I do that loose. I keep it in its own container. They eat from that. Every once in a while I'll throw down a block. This cord is normally not here. Don't worry about it. He normally can't get a hold of this, but I'm charging that bobcat right now. But that's it, really. So free choice hay. Free choice hay. About 4 pounds per head per day. That's what they live on through 99% of their life. I say that wrong. Free choice hay, 4 pounds of corn per day. That's what they live on 99% of their lives. When the steer gets around that about 10 months old, I move them into my finishing pen, which is a lot smaller area so they can't burn as much calories, and I move them to 15 pounds of corn per day. Free choice hay the whole time as well. That's my ration. That's what I feed. one of the problems is like, so I've played with it. This is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it takes like a year to figure out if what you've done is good, bad, or indifferent. So I'm still playing with it. Don't take my word as gospel. It's just what I do. People are gonna ask, do you weigh it out? No, I don't weigh it out. I've weighed this scoop before, and I know it weighs right about 4 pounds when it's nice and full. So 4 pounds, how many ever head I have inside of the feeding with the cows and the calves, that's how many I count out into this 5-gallon bucket. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That head right there, or that bucket will feed 7 head tomorrow morning. I've weighed out a 5-gallon bucket full of corn, and that weighs about 34 pounds. So I just call it 30. Each 5-gallon bucket feeds 2 head in the finishing pen. So that's it. So back to the nutritional requirements though. I'm not saying what I do is perfect. It's not even actually what I was recommended to do. But it's what I'm trying out. 2 to 3% per day per body weight is what I've heard for finishing cows for corn. So if you say that cow's 800 pounds, 8, 16, 24, you could go up 24 pounds if you wanted. I'm doing 15. I'm just seeing, just playing. They look good. They're not as big as I'd like. I've got a couple going in a month. They're not where I want them to be. I really feel like here on this next group that I bring in here, I'm going to go up just a little bit more. Just see where it takes me. The other problem is, it ain't like corn's cheap. If it was free, I'd give them all the corn they want. Trying to build our working chute today. Finish it, I should say. Get everything squared away, I'll take you as a walkthrough on it. Sometimes you end up with this problem. Your measurements are off. It's kind of a weird thing, just like every once in a while I get a tape measure that, you know, is just not quite right. It comes out of the factory wrong. So your measurements are off, and you know, it kind of gets me every once in a while. Like I say, them tape measures, you'll find they come out of the factory this way sometimes. It's not your fault. My theory is this can swing all the way out of the way. It doesn't hit dirt. Perfect. So I still want to use this to be able to, because this is where I load my cattle to put them into there. But I wanted a way to be able to close it up so that if I want to bring them through this working area out into this head gate, I can do that. So bring these two in here, lock them up like this, and you know, now they come in here, they've got 8 foot to make a turn. I'll take you over here, kind of give you the grand tour. Pennies on the dollar, just like IP Farms always says. Yeah, they come through there. They got 8 foot once I release their head. 8 foot to come forward, hit this gate, make a turn, work their way through here, work their way across this, which this is high. I want it high. And then back out that gate into the pasture. So come up into there, come up into the working chute, just like that. But then when I want to load cattle, I pull this, send that over there, take this one, send it over there, and I can back the truck up to here, load them in through there as well. So that's the thought. And then this smaller gate is what I'm using as a squeeze. So pull this chain, push it up into there, squeeze them if I have to. We'll see. I think over the 4-day here, I'm off. I work like a big stretch of 24-hour shifts, then I have a 4-day off. I think over the 4-day, I'm gonna run everybody through here, worm them. Preg check this girl, because she's just way later than she should be. She looks pregnant though, but get my calves vaccinated, tag everybody. Everybody lost a lot of tags, so we're gonna put it to use over the 4-day. Someday I'll have a camera, but I don't know what I'd do with it. Also wanted to address one more thing. We've been talking feed all day, and I forgot to mention, I do a 24% protein tub for both of my finishers and my cows. So they get a 24% protein tub that they eat as well. That's my feed mixture. Well, I get hooked up here and going to get those new steers. Couple feeders, about their Holstein Sim Angus cross, Sim cross, about that 450 to 500, or I'm sorry, 500 to 600 pound range, somewhere in there. I think is where she's at. I'm bad at weights, she's bad at weights. It's the same girl I buy from a lot, Scouts. She's always super reliable, honest, fair. So whatever she says is fine with me. Yep, I'll pick them up today. You know, the other thing that I do, and it doesn't count for a lot, but it counts for something, is I've got quite a bit of grass sections that I allow my cows to feed on. There's two different 2.5 acre pastures that I rotate them off of, plus this front section. Like anywhere that grass grows, I put my cattle on it. I move them all around back through here. I mean, every area that I've got fenced off to where I can put cattle in. You know, disc cultivator or cultipacker, everything like that's over here. I put the cattle right in this area. They clean it up for me. So they also do get a decent amount of fresh grass when it's growing. So in typical Frank Russo fashion, when I went and picked up my last heifer, the guy said, "Hey buddy, did you know that you got a shackle that's coming apart back here?" Of course I look and I got a shackle that's coming apart. And I say, "Oh, thanks for letting me know. I'll have to get that fixed." I knew it when I said it. I mean, I really should have known it when I said it. I knew I wasn't going to get to it until I had to use the trailer again. This is what happened. Wallowed itself out, basically. So now we're going to see if we can make basically one of these real quick. I'd slow this bit down if I could, but unfortunately my drill press wasn't as slow as it goes. Built a couple of shackles just out of some scrap flat iron I had, or flat stock I had. Gonna make it a go for this trip. I've basically been limping this trailer along since day one. The axle back here broke like, I think on my first trip with this thing. Front boards are rotten out of it. Really do need to get a different one. I upgraded my equipment trailer the other day. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet. Upgraded that. This trailer is next on my list. All right, well, last part of the day, we're gonna go pick up those calves, and hopefully they load easy. Hopefully it's a quick trip, so I want to get back home. Haven't seen my daughter in a day because I worked yesterday. Of course, my wife says she really misses you, tugging at my heartstrings. Let's get out of here. Let's go get some cows. That was a bunch of bullshit. That's my one swear word for the YouTube videos. I think you're allowed like one per video. Loading was ridiculous. I didn't get any footage of it. We got the 2 cows. Every single one of her cows ended up getting out. I chased them all over the place. This was not a good loading day, but we got our 2 cows, we got our 2 steers, we loaded up, headed home, and that's gonna be the end of it for the day. Anyways, thanks for tuning along, guys. If you like this kind of content, like and subscribe, and as always, have a great day. Alright, well, since it was so dark here when I got home, hey guys, you're okay, we're gonna leave them in the trailer for the night. But there they are, a couple nice sized feeders. They're gonna stay in the trailer for the night. We'll get them out in the morning. You know, they can't see the fencing. They can't see the fencing. I run a solar fencer anyways. I don't want them, you know, pushing through that. I got them some water, mixed up a little bit of hay in it, looks like they already did. But they'll do fine in here for the night. We'll get them out in the morning.